These are all 9 Ninjago sets released in January 2024 for Dragonsrising Season 2, and today I'm going to be taking a look at all the minifigures, features and details, and then ranking them from terrible to amazing. Let's go! Coming in at last place at number 9, it's Aaron's Mech Battle, retailing for $15.99 US. All the prices in this video are going to be in US dollars because that's where most of my audience is. Now, should I be judging a set made for 4-year-olds? No. Am I going to? Absolutely. This set is really bad, though it's a 4+ set, so saying it's bad is like saying Ninjago Season 7 is good. The mech here is certainly something. I actually laughed when I finished building it, because of how wacky it looks. At least it didn't skip leg day, though it does look as if it's rocking some Nikes or something. And the side build is pretty standard plain vanilla side build stuff, though this rock in dark blue is a very nice recolor. And I don't even want to comment on the wolves flying thing. It reminds me of Lloyd's weird jetpack thing from Misfortune's Keep. And I'm really glad the instructions told me to hold the pieces with my hands. I wasn't really sure what part of my body I was going to build it with. The minifigures here are pretty boring. Check out last week's video if you'd like to see me go more in depth. At least a wolf mask warrior is always nice, and the Aaron here is an absolute atrocity. Terrible set from an older person's perspective. If you're 4 years old or around that age, however, you'll probably love it. I know I would've. At number 8 is another set featuring a bad Aaron minifigure, Aaron's Rising Dragon Strike, which retails for $10. The Rising Dragon Strikes are really weird, and are some of the worst gimmick sets we've had for Ninjago so far. You just put this highly specialised piece in this other highly specialised piece and slam it. Then the dragon sort of slides across the surface, as long as it's smooth and not too grippy. These aren't nearly as cool as the OG spinners or Jitsu flyers, though they are better than the Dragonsrising spinners from last year. The whole draw of these sets is the exclusive minifigures, though Aaron here is not exclusive, because he came in the last set we talked about, which is just so disappointing. I mean, at least there is a Wolf Clan warrior included here, which alleviates the pain of this terrible set slightly. At number 7 is more of the same, with Nia's Rising Dragon Strike, also $10, which apart from the colour swap here is nearly identical to Aaron's. I forgot to mention that these have dragon claws in their mouths, which you can take out. Last season the dragon claws were the collectibles, though this season I'm not sure what the collectibles are. Maybe the mechs? Anyway, the play feature here is identical to the last. These sets are basically copy-pasted. The Nia here, however, is a really good minifigure, definitely one of the better ones this season. Number 6 is, surprise surprise, Kai's Rising Dragon Strike. Take a guess at the price. If you guessed the same as the other two, you'd be correct. The build here is the exact same as the last two as well, except it's red this time. Same play feature, almost identical pieces. Okay, I have to admit, after playing with them for a while, they're pretty fun. The only real difference is that this one comes with a Wolf Clan guard instead of a warrior, though the guard isn't as cool in my opinion. The reason this is the highest out of the 3 is because the minifigure here absolutely rocks. Even though the only exclusive part on this Kai is the mask, the whole figure just looks awesome, and it almost makes this set worth it. Now at number 5, things start to get interesting, with Saurus Elemental Tech Mech, retailing for $19.99. I find it intriguing that this is only Sora's second season in the world of Ninjago, yet this is already her second mech. Granted, the first one was a transforming mech bike racer, not purely a mech. Whilst the minifigure version that appears in Eagle the Master Dragon, we'll get back to that later, is the same as Season 1, the minifigure featured here is a slight deviation, utilising the Sora hairpiece from 2 previous minifigures. Even though this figure is not exclusive in terms of part use, I think it's a nice inclusion. This set also includes the token paragliding villain, one of the several wolf mask warriors. Though let's talk about the set itself. It uses very little pieces, at only 209, but produces a very sizable mech. In fact, the box actually makes it look deceivingly small. Once you actually build it, you can really appreciate its bulk. It is sleek while sturdy at the same time. I find myself wanting to use the word athletic to describe it. At $19.99 in US dollars, it equates to almost 10 cents a piece, which may not be the best price you'll ever get Lego for, but in terms of what you get in this set, I would say that it's an okay price. Though of course, if you can find it cheaper, that is ideal. Here in Australia, it retails for $35, though I have found it for $30, so maybe wait until it goes on sale. I also forgot to mention this small tree side build, which includes some nice colours, but also the awesome clear pole piece, something usually reserved for larger sets. And of course, this set can be combined with other sets in this wave, which I will show a bit later. so if you're a minifigure collector, it's not a must-have. Though if you would like a very nice looking mech, or just want a fun Lego set to play with, then by all means, get this. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, please consider leaving a like or a comment. Thanks. Number 4 is another set of the same price and size, Cole's Elemental Earth Mech. For the minifigures here, there is the generic yet awesome Wolf Clan Warrior, and the exclusive mech pilot Cole. He has no shoulder pads unfortunately, but that is so he can fit in his mech. The mech itself is a pretty interesting one as far as mechs go. At 235 pieces, it is slightly more substantial than Sora's tech mech, yet the build here is significantly shorter than Sora's. It is short yet solid. This mech gives me very sturdy vibes. It looks like it would have a hard time falling over. I believe this is the first Cole mech we've had in quite a while. We haven't had one since Master of the Mountain. In fact, I'd probably guess that Cole has had the least mechs out of any of the Ninja, at a total of only 5, including a Legacy remake, the Ninjago movie one, and the shared one with Kai. Though at this point, every Ninja has had so many different mechs, dragons, cars, bikes, jets, and other vehicles, and according to the leaks, we're getting another Cole mech in June, which is intriguing. I like the pieces used as shoulder pads and kneecaps here, and I like how they added bulk to the build. I also like the orange and black on here. The only thing I don't like is the exposed studs here on the ball joints, which the box conveniently covers up. I would definitely recommend this set though. At number 3 is the third mech in a row, Kai's Elemental Fire Mech. Well, actually it's not just one mech, this set includes 2. It retails for $29.99 US and includes 4 minifigures. If I had to take a guess, I would pretty confidently say that Kai receives the most mechs in Ninjago sets. I don't think any other ninja would even come close, except for maybe Lloyd. Let's count them all. His original Fire Mech, his Ninjago movie mech, his Prime Empire mech, the Firestone mech, which in the show is clearly Cole's, yet in the set it's a shared vehicle, though it's primarily red, so I'm going to say it's like 60 to 70% Kai's. The core mech in the Ninja Dojo temple, the one from the core motorbike set, or count the one from the Ultra Combo mech because it is a mech and it is Kai's vehicle in the set. And then there's this one as well as another Kai mech releasing in March, bringing his mech total to 9, which is sorta crazy. And it is amusing to see the drastic size difference between his smallest mech and his biggest one. In fact, I think a video where I count how many mechs, dragons, bikes, four-wheeled vehicles and flying vehicles each ninja has had would be very cool. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea. Anyway, this mech is really good looking. I love the flame orange colour mixed with Kai's red. I think that makes such an amazing colour combination, and I think they should keep it up for Kai themed sets in the future. This mech sort of feels like Sora's and Cole's combined. It has Cole's mech's sturdy look and Sora's mech's tall athleticism, making for a great overall design. And I'll now demonstrate combinations of the 3 mechs. I'm not going to move their arms around however, otherwise we'd be here all day. Honestly, these remind me of Skylander's Swap Force. It's nice that you can do this, though I think they obviously look best on their own legs. This set also includes a mech for the Wolf Warrior, which is nice and all, but it feels a little unfinished, like it needed some stickers or something. It's also sort of flimsy with these small ball joints. The design of it reminds me very much of a werewolf. And the minifigures here are all good, with an exclusive Zane and Kai, as well as Jordana, and the ever awesome Wolf Mask Warrior. Really good set, and probably one of Kai's best mechs to date. At number 2 is a set that ended up being cooler in person than I thought it would. Egolt the Master Dragon, which retails for $69.99. Ninjago has a long and rich history with dragons. I believe we have had a dragon in every single wave of Ninjago over the last 13 years, except Season 8. Other than that, there has been at least one dragon across the 22 main waves and several spin-off waves. I count at least 30 dragons total. The real count is probably nearing 50 these days. And when you've had that many dragons, it can be easy to overlook some. Thankfully, this one stands out. I believe this may be the first time we've had a hat on a dragon, and I find it funny that a dragon even needs a hat. The dragon's beard also reminds me of Wu's dragon from Possession. In fact, seeing the whole dragon reminds me of Wu. Seeing as season has yet to release, it is possible that it is Wu. I guess we'll have to find out. The dragon doesn't have any play features, so sometimes the set doesn't have to have any play features, it just has to look good. I like the vinyl wings here, and I think vinyl wings are better than cloth any day. And I like the colour scheme and the stickers here. It's a very good looking dragon overall. There's also a side build here that is just sort of meh, though the shield print is cool. And I like the consistent pink leaves throughout the sets. The minifigs here are an interesting selection. There's mech pilot Lloyd and Nia, though if you're getting the set just for them, I'd hold out until March for Lloyd's mech. There's the regular version of Sora, who came in plenty of sets last year. And then there's Cinder and Lord Raz, who each appear in 2 more sets in March. This is a pretty cool dragon, and a set I'd probably recommend getting if you see it on sale sometime. And finally, we're at number 1, which is no surprise because I've rambled about it lots before. Jay's Mech Battle Pack, retailing for $10 in the United States. I'll start by saying this set is a great price. It retails for $15 here in Australia, but I've seen it at plenty of places for $10, which equates to about $6.50 in the US, meaning it is a very cheap way to get 4 minifigures. Star Wars fans have been getting battle packs for years and complaining about the troopers being wrong in every single one. Meanwhile, us Ninjago fans are just happy to have one. We've had sets that are basically battle packs before, namely the Throne Room Showdown and the Gamers Market, but this one officially has battle pack in its name. The build here is much better than I expected, and it's a very good mech for only having 49 pieces, at least based on my count. And the minifigures here are great. A Wolf Clan Guard and Warrior, then Mech Pilot J exclusive to this set, and finally, the incredible Master Lloyd minifigure. This set is an amazing deal, and every Ninjago fan needs one, if not 10, of this set. Thank you for watching my ranking of all 9 January 2024 Ninjago Dragons Rising sets. What a mouthful. I'm very happy with this wave of Ninjago sets, and I'm so excited for the new season and sets releasing in March and June. Let me know in the comments what video you'd like to see next. That's been all for today, folks. Have a great day and see you next week.